Alright, it's your man Jay Wood, Kings Row Zone. I'm here with Kings Row Big Dogs right now. Deontay and Des, and we just want to more so bring justice to this bespoke Air Force One, which is one of one. So we really want to just give you all the inspiration behind the colorway, what went into it, because these are your guys who put the whole thing together. So more so, just take us into what went into making the shoe overall.
I mean, it was a long process, man. Because you know, the whole trip we had to drive to New York because one of our homeboys, Craig, doesn't fly. Well, didn't at that moment. So you know, we had a long car trip to kind of discuss it. You know, we had been talking about it going into it, but you know, we basically just wanted to make a one-of-a-kind shoe that told the story of the shop without being, you know, too off the wall. Because you know, as you know or you don't know, you know, we're a sneaker boutique, but we're unlike the natural clean feel that you have. Like we have a lot of art on the wall, and we're, you know, spray paint cans and things like that. So we wanted the shoe to embody that, but we didn't want it to go too over top. Thinking like, you know, the black and gold colorway, which is, you know, the colorway of our bag, to, you know, 50,000 colorways that, you know, could have been, you know, unique in itself. But you know, when we got up there, we started mixing fabrics, and Dez kind of, you know, put the gum bottom, and then one thing led to the next, and
pretty much what Tay said. You know, when we went in there, we kind of went in there with the idea. First, we were just trying to make something wild and crazy that just super stood out. But then, you know, after talking, pretty much was like, you know, instead of making something wild and crazy, y'all should, you know, think about making something that's, you know, kind of settled, but also unique, that still standing out. Yeah, one thing that stood out to me that he told us when he was saying, you know, shoe to me is when someone that's not even really into sneakers, if they see the shoe and they look down and say, man, that's a dope sneaker. You know what I mean? So that right there kind of changed my whole concept on what we were going to do with the shoe. And then, like he said, you know, our inspiration was from the colorways, even to like the floor mat. That's kind of where we got the cork, you know, concept. You know, just the floor mats. You know, the wood floor mat right here with the.
You might see that later.
Yeah. So you know, that kind of brought inspiration on, you know, you know. So that's pretty much what it was. We just took different pieces from the shop and tried to incorporate it in the shoe.
I was gonna say, like, with that said, I mean, I know we're gonna have to kind of focus on some of the artwork, but was there any piece, or was it just a general collect? I mean, I know I'm not on the camera, but I'm here with spirit, talking it down from like that. But anyway, what pieces was there? Were there actual? Was it just trying to be an incorporation of all of the artwork in the shop, or was it a particular figure? Or
we'll show it first, you know, who Dez was talking about, we gotta give a shout out to Izzy, you know what I'm saying? Because he's the guy, you know, over at 21 Mercer that kind of took all of our crazy ideas and made it into one dope design. You know, even when we saw it that day, it doesn't compare to how we saw it when it finally came in the mail. But you know, he still didn't leave us out to dry. But basically, the colorway kind of came from. It's a mix between the black and gold of the shop, which is the shop bag that I'll show you. But then the rest of the colorways came from, you know, the art right behind the register. So you know, we have right next to where I sit at every day. You'll see that you have the goldish color, you have the blue, and you have your red, your pink looking color, you have your blue. And that's kind of where, you know, that inspiration came from. And not only that, we have a lot of blue and pink clouds in here as well, and that's kind of where that blue and pink thing came from. So we got to debunk the myth that it's a South Beach colorway, and then the rest of the black and gold, you know, is kind of a play on our bags, but. We tried to contain all that into one shoe without, like Dad said, being over the top, and that's kind of what we came up with.
How did he become the lucky person? Was it that he worked here? Seriously? What? I mean, he does work here part-time.
Well, actually, it was funny because I definitely thought that more people were going to respond to it initially, and we were trying to keep the contest limited. And at first, you know, he can attest to it. Like, we didn't let him put in. Like, for the longest, we didn't let him get to the raffle. Then it started getting closer and closer to the day, and I'm like, man, ticket sales are low. Like, we need every dollar, because not only were ticket sales low, but nobody was posting it. Like, there was nobody, you know, that got really excited about it, except for like this cat out of Texas, another guy in I want to say Alabama. These two guys were like blowing me up all the time about it. But outside of that, like, it was it was kind of dead. So we were like, well, we might as well at least try to make some of the money back because $850 is a big ticket.
Right.
But you know, he ended up putting he put his money in the last day. And I'm kind of glad that we did it how we did it because we didn't pull it. Like it was a lady that pulled it.
Oh, so it was like a lot.
Yeah. We put it at our we put it at our 5th year anniversary.
Some stuff up
in front of everybody. Yeah. So you know,
Cause I wanted to enter, but I didn't even enter myself. So
right. So
all right. Well, the shoe now, but we want to obviously appreciate Dad, who shout out say from before for obviously the shop and everything like that. So classic, but now it's time to actually see the shoe. So that's what we're gonna get into. JD, I'm gonna let you show the joints and kind of just go through what your mind was thinking when you just opened that box for the first time. Like, I mean, first of all, just go ahead and show the people what it is, man.
Yeah, I'll show the shoes first.
Man,
That's sweet every time you look at it.
every time. I'm gonna let y'all see this, just cause it's the cork, so classic emblem. You know what I'm saying? Not South Beach inspired colorway, but it's got this wool-esque material on the toe cap. Man, and this, whatever this rubberized.
On the lace.
Yeah, the Soul Classics hit on the lace lock, but man, he's just. So JD, I just know, cause I mean, when you talk about the bag, I was like, damn. So I already know what it's like when you just was like,
Yeah, it was
crazy.
crazy.
Like,
It was crazy. So, the 5th anniversary for So Classics was a few months ago, and I was supposed to have the bespokes I was supposed to get these like a month and a half ago, so they were late. Nike was late. They had messed up the order a little bit. So basically, I had kind of forgotten about them, and they were sent to the shop, and I was just here chilling, and Deontay, he walked out and just handed me the box, and I was just like, I forgot, and I opened it up, and I was just like, wow. So when I got the Forces, it almost made me like an Air Force One fan again, because Air Force Ones kind of fell off. But when I got these, it brought my interest back to Air Force Ones. It almost made me want to go to New York and make a bespoke. So Rich said he got me if I ever want to go to New York and make a bespoke.
he said we maybe split one, like we'd get a left shoe and a right shoe.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And we just, because you already got one.
Just look at them.
Right. You know what I'm saying? But man, dude, like.
It was crazy to finally get them though.
I mean, I know these was out on the blog, so we just wanted to make sure you guys got the first official look and the story behind, man, the cedar shoe trees, all of that. Like, the detail on these is just so crazy. Like, so I mean, obviously we wanted to bring it to you, because the speculation, and actually show you who won it. The John Legend himself.
Don't take that.
I'm just saying. That's what the word on the street was. They said John Legend.
I can't sing.
You can?
For the ladies out there.
Okay, well, we're not gonna get on We're not gonna do that on
Another video for that.
Right, but actually, we're gonna go explore JD's collection, because dude does have quite a bit of heat that these just add to it. But we wanted to give y'all a special little Friday presentation, because I know these was on the blog real heavy. So obviously we will check back in with JD in a little bit, but honestly, man, thank you for letting us see these firsthand and giving us the rundown and all of that. But make sure y'all stay tuned, man. Social Club.
Time's up.
Time is.
And make sure you visit soleclassics.com, kingsrow.com, and
it is what it is.
Bulldog BMX run to the crib. I'ma get it how I live.